Hey everybody, Gene Ginsberg here. And today we're going to be talking about getting started with Facebook ads. First of all, welcome everyone if you're joining me. Very excited. So I do a Facebook Live every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And I'd love to see you here. And of course, if you have any questions as I'm doing this or during the whole process or even after or before, feel free to put your comments here in the chat box. I'll be monitoring those. And then if you guys have any questions, of course, after or before, just feel free to send me a private message. We always answer questions here, and a lot of the things and the topics that we talk about are actually just questions that we've gotten from viewers like you. So thanks everybody for joining. Today we are talking about getting started with Facebook ads, and I'm sure a lot of you have already started with Facebook ads. So if this is something that you've already done, absolutely, that's awesome, fantastic. But if you are a new business, or maybe you've had a business, but you haven't really done Facebook ads in the past, or you're just looking to get started with those, they are a very powerful tool, and I can take a step back before we kind of talk about how to get started with Facebook ads. Definitely a powerful tool, and as we know, since this whole COVID thing started, everybody's on their phones or their computers. Catching people now while they're on social media, catching people while they are on their phones and their computers is critical. So just thinking about the background of this, why it's so important to think about Facebook ads and having an online presence, because everyone's spending time on their phones and on their computers now. So make sure that you are also spending time there and engaging with your audiences. So that's really the key thing here when it comes to Facebook or any social media platform. And we talk about social media quite a lot here on this Facebook Live. And of course, my background is in social media and in digital marketing. So just remember that having a presence on social media is critical these days, and you really can't get away with it anymore. Before, you could have a website and still run a business, and that was fine. But if you really want to get customers and engage with them, then you have to have a social media presence. And so we talk about organic here as well on this Facebook Live, but we're going to talk about the actual ads here, so paid ads. So just as a step back, why it's so important to do Facebook ads is because your audiences are hanging out online. So make sure that you are engaging with them when it comes to having an online presence. And so if that's something that you're interested in looking into, feel free to send me a message or catch one of our other Facebook Lives where we talk about how do you build an online presence, how do you create content, how do you repurpose your content, and how do you stay connected with your audiences on social media. So that's probably a whole other Facebook Live that we can talk about at another time when it comes to organic social media. But when it comes to Facebook ads, it's so important to think about your audiences first. So what's your message? Who are your audience? What are you trying to say? What's your content? Why are you getting in front of them? Why is your message critical to them? So that's going to be the first thing that you're going to do before even going to create your first Facebook ad. So that's when I engage with any client or talk about any sort of campaign when it comes to especially paid media, because remember, you're paying money now for engagement and awareness and exposure. When it's organic, it's a little bit different. You're not paying money, so you can be maybe a little bit more willy-nilly, if you will, with your messaging, or more with your audiences. But when you're paying money, don't forget, this is coming out of your pocket, this is coming out of your business. So you have to be very clear. And before you can be very clear, you have to think about who is your customer avatar. What do they want to see? What is their problem? What are their challenges? How are you solving those challenges for them? So the easiest way to get started when it comes to Facebook ads, once you've already kind of identified who your target is, your market, your audience, your customer persona, what your messaging is, once you've crafted all of that, and so just make sure that you are aware that this is the first step in the process, okay? Don't just go to Facebook and start posting stuff and expecting that people are gonna start watching it or start engaging with it, because if you're not clear on that, and that is going to be shown all across your content. And I see this all the time. So just be aware of that. So before you start spending money, make sure that you're clear on your message. Once that's all crafted, once you have a pretty good understanding of your ideal target market, then the easiest thing I'm going to say to do, which might not be as easy for a lot of you, is creating videos. So creating videos, whether it's like this, where it's just me speaking to the camera, or if you create, let's say like a little promotional video about your business, you know, one of those doodly videos, or just like a little video, maybe that's 60 seconds long, about what your business is, or what your personal brand is all about, that would be my first recommendation. And the reason why is because video is so popular on Facebook, and so video views are very, very, very inexpensive on Facebook. You can get, 3-second video views for a couple of pennies, literally 1 or 2 cents. Longer video views, maybe 10 seconds or more, are going to be a little bit more, but maybe like 10 cents a video view for 10 seconds or longer. So just think about it. It's very inexpensive to get video views. And so what you can do then is you can then retarget those audiences who have watched your videos. And that is a strategy that I use all the time when it comes to Facebook. So a lot of times I would take these Facebook Lives, I would run them as video view ads, and then I would retarget those users who were interested or who watched my video for 50% or more. And so we'll talk about retargeting in a different time, because it's a little bit more in depth than just talking about it here. But so creating videos and then running those as video view ads would be the easiest way to get a bigger engagement and get bigger views and get bigger audiences. So, and then retargeting those ads. Another thing that you can do that's pretty easy to get started with Facebook ads is boosting your posts. So let's say you're on your Facebook page, you have created either a video or an image or a piece of content, you post that to your Facebook page, and you can then underneath there's going to see boost your post or something like that. It's going to be a blue button that says something about boosting or boost. So click that button and you can boost your post very easily. You can boost it to the people who have engaged with your Facebook page. You can target specific individuals. And again, that goes back to making sure that you're clear on your customer avatar. You can target, let's say, women between the ages of 25 and 45, and they live in a certain demographic, certain geolocation, maybe the United States, or maybe if you're just a local business, only within your metro area. So you can do very detailed targeting on Facebook. You can also target individuals who have engaged with your brand in the past. So there's many different ways on how you do it. Either people who have engaged with you, or what we call cold traffic, individuals who have never engaged with you, but live maybe in a certain geolocation or have certain demographics that you're interested in. So that would be the second easiest thing to do. So first is creating a Facebook video view ad, and then getting just a bunch of people to watch your video. And then the second would be boosting your post on Facebook. So those would be the two things to get started. Pretty easy. When you boost your post, just pick your targeting, again, whether that's somebody who's engaged with you or cold traffic, and then you set your budget, you set how many days you want it to run, and then you let it run. So, and then you would be getting new audiences to engage with your Facebook posts. So those would be the ways to get started with Facebook ads. And today, and actually, sorry, not today, but the rest of the week, we're going to talk about Facebook ads, and we're going to get a little bit deeper into that over the next few days, because it's so important to think about where your audiences are, where they hang out, and if they're hanging out on Facebook, which they probably are, to learn how to do Facebook ads. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I also want to say, before I wrap up, one thing, and that is next Tuesday, that would be June 30th, which is Social Media Day. June 30th is Social Media Day. I'm hosting a Social Media Day Summit. And I would actually put that into Social Media Day Summit into the comments. And sorry, I'm just having some issues typing apparently. And so that is for any women entrepreneurs who are interested in learning more about social media. It is going to be super, super exciting because we have so many diverse women entrepreneurs who are going to be presenting. So we have an Instagram expert, a TikTok expert, a Pinterest expert. I'm going to be talking about content marketing and social media. So it's like super, super excited, super, super exciting. And it's, I'm just so like pumped about having this social media day summit, and I love social media. And I'm going to say sign up here. It's absolutely free, so you don't, there's nothing that you need to do. All you do is just sign up and register. It's absolutely free. We just want to give this away to our community because there's been a lot of changes lately in business, and so some people might not have jobs, and so we want to, if you're looking to start your own business, it's something that we want to bring to you for free, absolutely free. All you do is show up. I'm going to actually add this to the comments. So socialmediaday.online is where you sign up, absolutely free for you to join. We would love to have you. It is put on for women entrepreneurs, by women entrepreneurs, and if it's something that you've been struggling with, like how to get a social presence, how to get your presence online, then we're going to talk about absolutely those things. We're going to have someone who talks about how to start your online business. So please join us. We would love to see you there. It's socialmediaday.online is to sign up. And we're going to be talking about that also over the next week because we have about a week before the event. I'm super pumped about it. So check out socialmediaday.online, and we will see you all tomorrow for our Facebook Live.